Right. Howdy everyone. Is my microphone working? This is the first question. Is my microphone working? I need to turn the volume down. My god, it's so loud. Okay, my microphone is working. Good to know. No, don't turn it down that far. Okay. Right, so we're gonna be brute forcing some more commands today. There is a command in this game that I have been trying to see what the fuck it's doing. But every time the command doesn't work, it crashes the game. So that's fun. But it's just gonna be chill today. Just gonna be doing stuff like in between trying to do these commands and also like other stuff, Blender stuff. So that will be fun. Let's see. I should be able to just get rid of the game overlay. And Blender should be that. I suppose it's Windows Capture at the moment, so get rid of that. Oh wait, no, what is this window cap thing? GIMP, alright. I guess I can probably just switch between them, that's fine. I also have some new, I changed my follow thingy. Also, my follower thing has not updated, probably because I was messing around with it. Refresh. There we go. Now it's accurate. So, I guess we'll just start with this fucking bullshit, I guess. It's gonna take a bit for it to get through stuff, but that's okay. It could be worse. So we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different commands that do something. At least we found out what the spawn command does, which is nice. I think my my spawn point should still be set to somewhere in the middle of the screen. There he is. We've spawned in a lad. A boy. I don't think I can interact. I can't interact with them because it's not got the XML file attached. So that's something. Let's see. Actor list 9311. No, kill 9311. No, not 9311. 111. So something I actually wanted to know is okay, there's a weird bit of geometry there, I guess. There was a few things I wanted to know. One of them is what bench. So this is bench 36. Because I wanted to know what some. Because I think I need to bring up Discord. What did I find? Because spawn definitely works for models without their XML, but it doesn't seem to work on static models. Or okay. So, because it doesn't spawn in models, it doesn't spawn in static models very well. The question is, actor list. There is another bench right now, which I would assume is here. So, okay, so right now I'm looking at the original bench. I don't think the other bench exists. There shouldn't be anything here that I can hit. No, there isn't. And if I do ID trace, it won't be able to find the bench in front of me. No, it can't. Because the question is, what is the default spawn point of this bench, if it even has one? That's all the stuff for like the rivers. That's for all the disease. So it has all the spawn points like in place. It even has like stuff for because what if Griff, Julia, Capella, Katerina. Because some of these are obvious. Some of these it's like, okay, I know what this is. What if let's pull up the actor list again. (9313). So the other bench is now gone. I think because I got rid of that. So where is the other bench then? So this is bench 4318. Error creating actor. What if I just put it in invalid command arguments? So you can't use... Or maybe it's because it already exists? Okay, hang on, what? Oh. Wait, what was 4313? Oops, I think I just killed something accidentally. Hang on. Where's... I don't know what it was. I killed something. 4318, that was the wrong one. Kill... 4318. That gets rid of that bench. Begone, bot. Oh god, now I can't get rid of the thing. Ah, damn it. There we go. Okay. Well, let's see. Spawn 4318. So that is an invalid command argument. But if I... wait, okay. So if I do spawn bench 36 here. So it brings that back. But it brings it back wherever it is embedded in the mesh. It ignores whatever like point that you make for it. The question is, can you set a custom spawn point for something like a static object? I would assume that you can't, because the spawn point is embedded in its mesh. That explains why each individual asset has its own mesh. So that means then, okay, so what are you then? So this is Street Lab 9. So the question really is, where the fuck could where could the spawn point for something, for an object, be baked into its mesh? Because the reason for that has to be because of the fact that NPCs just kind of exist. They exist out in the world. They don't necessarily spawn in like one specific place. I don't know why I'm typing this in again. I can just like... Because what are the other stuff. Where are my things? Ba, 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 ba. You got T spawn, QX spawn, and B spawn. Because the B and B spawn has to stand for something, right? You would think, you would assume. Thinking. I'm not gonna start doing T-spawn stuff just yet because I want to actually, like, be doing something for a bit and not crashing the game over and over again. So you have QX spawn, which seems to want to find a file from somewhere. Let's see. The QX. I pressed the wrong button. QX spawn. I don't know. Purse_boy. File not found. But what does that mean? Is the XML file for boy just boy.xml? You get the feeling all of these will need extensions. Yeah. Why is it called? Wait, where's the mesh file? Is the mesh file just called purse_boy.mesh? Can my files open, please? Yeah, there's boy.xml. Boy.xml. File not found. What the fuck is that doing then? It must be doing something. What are you doing? Weird command. Because being as the fact that the X spawn command is specifically for spawning something in with its XML file attached, you would assume. Oh, you're good. I appreciate you stopping by, Wrath. I'm just yelling at this thing because it's annoying me. Also, so the spawn command kind of confirms, actually, the fact that the spawn point for static objects is baked into the mesh. Because you can I can delete an object from the environment, but when using the spawn command, which requires you to input a point name, it will always spawn that thing back where that object always was. Which the question is, how the fuck do you find it? Try one file that exists in each folder to see what the QX is trying to find. That is a good idea. So because as far as I can I think the only things that do not have a spawn point baked into the mesh are the characters, specifically. Because, I mean, logically it makes sense, because all of the characters that spawn in, they are spawning in at set points and coming from those points, but they don't have, like, a quote-unquote default spawn point, because they're moving around the world. But all of the objects do have a default spawn point, which is baked into their mesh, which explains why there are so many versions of the same object over and over again. Like, this bench is bench 36, which means they decided to make 36 at least identical benches and just make the spawn point for that bench wherever they spawn in the world, rather than going, okay, we'll make one bench mesh and then have it so that it can be like duplicated and placed elsewhere in the world depending on where the player is. Because, like, from a rendering, like, standpoint, just thinking about it, because half the time the player is not going to be able to see half of the world unless they like up the render distance somehow. So what is the point of having everything in the world spawned in constantly? Like, the game is not that big, it's not very hard on your computer apart from when you have multiple save files, but that also explains why having so many save files gets to the point where it slows your game down. There are so many objects existing in the world at one time that the game has to account for that it just goes, I can't deal with this anymore, and cries. Let's see, actors. Yeah, there are 44 benches, which means somewhere right now all 44 of those benches are spawned into the world. Scenes. What is a linker address map? What's a PFD file? I actually haven't looked at this the scene file specifically. Pointing.isc. File not found. Let's go back. Let's go with sounds, I guess. So I guess I want to see if I can find one that is specifically like spawned into the world. Any of the cicada ones will be spawned in. QX spawn cicada.ogg. File not found. What is this command doing? It's doing something. I don't suspect it will do anything for the .text files, but you know, it's worth trying, I guess. File not found. Can I help you, child? Can you not see that I am deep in thought? Here's a question. Do you think it would ever be possible to enable, like, a third-person mode for this game? Because there are technically two versions of... I suppose actually that the only problem with that would be the fact that the head of the character... Well, there are multiple problems with it actually, but like one of the main problems would be that the head of the character is not part of the character itself. Boy. Blood. B mask. White mask. Bull. bool underscore dxt 1. Is there a 1 there? There is a 1 there. Dot DDS. File not found. What about a geometry? I didn't want to do that. QX spawn danko.hand. File not found. File not found. I don't know what I expected. Well, there are multiple files in this. What about the other one? Yeah, there'd be a lot of info to go with that. Because making a rigged model in and of itself is not the hard thing. It would then just be trying to put that into the game because it doesn't like outside files. It's still like doing a file not found. Even the rigging part is optional. Because something we now know is that you can spawn in another player entity. What that player entity is doing is still a mystery. But the fact that that exists as a thing and it can have things attached to it opens up new possibilities that we can't do anything with yet, and it's very sad. Where's the bench? Give me the bench. QX spawn bench 36.mesh. Oh wait, is it a capital? Is it a capital? File not found. What if? Because it's looking for something. Because I am in the Pathologic Classic game files as they are through Steam, and it says that the file is not found. What if I... Hang on, where am I? That's not what I want. I have too many files. Pathologic stuff, GIFs. Army 1. Nice, let's choose some of those that I didn't put a number in. Unless I just put in quotation marks. File not found. What are you looking for? What file are you looking for? Let's see, I've done one from... Yeah, that's fair. Data. There's the strings, textures, UI, agony.xml. File not found. I just like it has to come up with something at some point. QX spawn wire.wmb. File not found. Okay, what about the mot one? CS underscore factory 1.mot. Nope. Oh, nice. That's cool. I am going to do some more brute forcing of the tspawn command. I just didn't want it to be the first thing I was doing because obviously it would it's constantly crashing the game over and over again, and that's a pain in the ass. Also, something I realized as well is the when you think you Jesus Christ, when spawning in the flame particle effect, it doesn't have anything attached to it, even though it exists in the game. Because I was thinking, it's just like the flame particle effect is part of the grouping or class flame, but it doesn't have like a file attached to it. Like, say when you spawn in like, so when you spawn person_boy here, we have a child now. It's like he's not got an XML file attached to him, but it says like actor and then quotation marks pers_boy biped. It gives you the file name that it is loading in, which I think that's the mesh file specifically. It might be both the actor and the mesh file. I can't remember. I want to say it's the actor file actually. Oh. Okay, no, it's both. Because pers_boy is a mesh file and it's also an actor file. If I remember correctly. Where is it? Oh my god, there's too many files. No. Yeah, it's a dot file, whatever that is, a mesh file, and then there's an XML file for this character. But when you do, so which one? Because it's T-spawn 13 here. Because now we have... Jesus Christ, okay. I don't think that's where it would spawn, but okay. Hang on, I'm gonna get rid of the child. 9353. Kill 9353. Get rid of the child. Because this has nothing attached to it. You can stand in it, you can do whatever. It doesn't hurt NPCs either. Because I tried that. Because this flame has a texture file. And that texture file is flame, I think it's just called flame, because I was looking for the texture file for it, because I didn't realize that it makes sense after like looking at the file, but the way it's like constructed is it's just a bunch of circles made of fire layered on top of each other in like in a string, which like that's a cool way of doing like a flamethrower effect. Yeah, it wouldn't have a mesh, but because like the yeah. Because it would stay blank. But then, like, where is it drawing it from? Because I was like, okay, so if I go to like day 9 and go up to one of the sanitar and get blasted in the face, and then ID like do an activist, it just comes up with the flame. So then that must mean that the T-spawn command is specifically for particle effects, or for anything that doesn't have either a mesh or an actor file, because that would explain what the light dynamic is. Because I'm pretty sure there is like at least one thing. that, yeah. No, no, you make a really good point. That would explain why it spawns in, like, the player ID, but the player ID, it doesn't have anything attached to it. Hang on, wait. I'm having thoughts. Does that mean... Yeah. Because if I do to spawn 10 here, it's 10, right? And I'm gonna crash the game. So right now, where this is, I'm walking into the player character. It doesn't make any sound effects when hitting this player character, but it definitely exists. It's definitely here. But when it only applies. What's the ID? Where's the ID? 9359. If I change any of the properties of this character, I did only change health. Let's just change tiredness. I need to type in the ID first, that would help, wouldn't it? 9359 tiredness 1. Property is set. So it's only for health. Because this character, this player model right now has like... Do you mind? It has exhaustion, but it still doesn't have health as a property. Because I didn't set it yet. If I put its health... Because now that it has a health property, I can hit it. And it makes the sound effect. Doesn't do anything. I can't kill it, but it's there. It's existing. Does that mean then that if a player entity does not have any statistics, like any properties attached to it, is that what God mode is doing? No, it can't be, because you're still taking damage. It's not affecting anything. What's it doing then? What is applied to this? Because it means that this player entity does not have any stats attached to it. Yeah, it just stops your health from falling below 0, but you can still be affected by everything, you just can't die. So then this player entity that is in front of me currently is just, it doesn't have any stats attached to it. Hang on. I'm having a thought. Where are the I don't know how damage is done in this game. Like, when you get hit by something, what the process the game is executing to make you take damage. Like, what this particle effect. It's not associated with the player model. How does that work? So, wait, so it's making... So why is it making the sound effect then? Can I hit these guys? No, I can't hit you. Get death animation. If you can't find that entity, becomes a zombie. Right. Because I'm wondering if there is a way to change how much damage you... Is there a property that can be set so that you do damage to something so that I could make this particle effect do damage? Can I give this, hang on, that's the wrong button. Can I give this flame, wait, what is the ID of this flame in the list? Where's the flame? 9354. Uh, 9354. Okay, so it doesn't have a property set for health. That makes sense. So there has to be a property that is like damage. But what I don't know. No property set found. Well, it was worth a try. Because obviously the flame's not going to have any of the properties that are set for the player because there's no point. But it has to have a property that is determining damage, and that property is currently turned off because otherwise it would be doing damage. Because I think like when it comes to like the Sanitars actually using the flame effect, the game is essentially just like turning the particle effect on and off. Because it's like there's like a loop for it, which it's obviously doing. I can actually. It does jitter sometimes. What's your hypothesis? Am I missing something? I'm missing a... No, I'm not missing. Where is the... I didn't... Where's my scripts? Apparently I didn't extract the scripts file. Is it in my copy? No, it's in my copy. I just didn't extract it when I reinstalled the game. Flames are attached to the flame flowers. Huh. That's a good question. That's a good, yeah. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know how you take away their flamethrower. I don't know how you turn off a particle effect. Because I don't even know where this thing is even stored. And that's half the problem. Well, no, it's stored, I think... Is it stored in the fire.bin file? Is that where it's stored? Because I was looking for where this thing could be stored the other day. Hang on, I need to look at where's the file. I don't remember what these things are called. San. Is it just Sanitar? Is that all it is? No, I don't. I didn't want to open that actually. No, just let me search for the file. Oh no, I need to use the, if I use the X spawn Because the thing is as well with the Sanitar, there are 3 different Sanitar like XML files, because there's common, stat, and then just Sanitar. Do we know the difference between the 3 of them? Error creating actor. That's because I spelt it wrong. Sanitar here. Sanitar.xml. Sorry, what? Error executing object function get property at 2 of actor. Wait, what does that mean? Sanitar walks around. Also, what is this? What is this function right here? What is this error I've just made? I think it's because there's another... Yeah, it is, but what's it trying to read? Is it because... Hang on. What? Hang on. I need to test something now. Wait, what's the... What was the... Also, I'd like to add that there is now another flame entity. Yeah, we need the Sanitar to kill it. There's another flame entity spawned in now, aside from that one that exists. I'm just going to get rid of that one. 993. Which would make sense, because that means that the particle is attached to the Sanitar. Where's the player ID? It's 9359. That has to be it. That has to be what they're doing, and then it turns on the particle effect when they shoot, which is why it doesn't seem to have a wind up animation. It just appears at whatever, like, no matter how close you are. It's just bam, flame. You're on fire now. What was it again? 9359. Propel 9359. Disease 1. Hang on. I'm gonna reload the save and just do this again. What I'm gonna do, so currently just here is a spawn point I've set. I'm gonna create another one here and just call it that's been made now. I have RL there and RL here that are just next to each other. I'll make a new save so I don't forget that I've done that. So if I it would help if I open the console. X spawn Sanitar here. I can spell. Also, something I'd like to note. The Sanitar. Oh. Okay, here's something actually as well. So that Sanitar that I spawned in was floating because the spawn point is above the ground, but if you just spawn in the mesh of a character and do not spawn it in with the XML file, it falls to the ground. You might be right, but I think I did it with a different character. It might just be because there was a player entity there, because I tried it with a different character that I think there's like man or worker, I think it was, and they also stayed above the spawn point, but I might have also had a player entity spawned in there. Although, something interesting to note that I just thought about, when you spawn in a character that has an XML file attached to it, who is floating, and you kill them, and then you go into a building and come out, their model will still be there. It will just be the mesh that's there and nothing else. They won't move, you can't damage them. So it has trouble with stuff that is like not on the ground, I think, maybe. There was something weird going on with that. Here. Let's spawn in a stationary one. Not one that's walking around. I can't spell. Curse my knack for just swapping letters. Let's spell that right. Error creating actor. What did I spell wrong? Did I put an extra space in somewhere? Why did it like that one but not this one? Is it because is it because when you make multiple spawn points it like replaces ones that you already had? Why are you having problems making the actor? Is it because I'm using the stationary one and you don't like it? Why are you having problems all of a sudden? What did I change? What did I do? Do I still have my command in? No, I don't. I don't have it here. What am I doing? There's something I'm doing wrong and I don't know what it is. I spelt that correctly. Why are you suddenly having problems? Because you're not... Why is there still flame? Why is it per sanitar? I think you might be... You're right. That'll be what I'm doing. Though... Hang on. It's a list. No, I thought there was some flame entities spawned in. Yeah, no, you are right. That is what I'm doing wrong. Here. Sanitar underscore stat dot xml. There we go. So now there is a flame particle spawned in currently. So if I t-spawn 10 there, it's having a problem. Error executing object function get. What does that mean? Get property at 2. Wait, what's property 2? Property 2 has to be infection, right? Yeah. Okay. Kill 9312. Kill. If I despawn... Yeah, you're right. Hang on. I want to check something. So... Okay, that's interesting. So I killed the... I despawned the sanitar and it got rid of the flame particle with the sanitar. Yeah, it's called disease, I know that. So T-spawn 13 is spawning in just the flame particle. So there must be some... Then I don't know why. I still don't know why it's 13. 13 has to mean something. I would assume that means then that somewhere in the Sanitar's actor or mesh file is something that tells the game to spawn in a flame particle along with the Sanitar. Right, where's the player ID? It's 9315. Propel 93... I've immediately forgotten the number. 9315 disease 1. Property was set. So x spawn pers underscore sanitar here. Mine's having a moment. Sanitar underscore stat dot xml. I misspelt it again. Underscore stat dot xml. It's still having problems. What's property 2 then? Because that player actor is now fully infected, or should be. Yeah. Because they detect reputation as well, don't they? So let's get rid of you again. (9320). Oh, the at 2. Okay, that's fair. Right, so I'm gonna set all of the properties for this entity bar the armor ones, because I wouldn't have thought that would make a difference. 9. I've immediately forgotten what it is again. 9315 health 1. Tiredness 0. Disease is already 1. Immunity 1, I guess. What are the other ones? Are there any more other than that? People's stuff, things. Can I look at the properties of this entity? How do I... Hunger, that is 1 year. Hunger 0. That's set now. Reputation. Is reputation just it is just reputation. Alright, so health, tiredness, immunity, hunger, reputation, disease. That should be all of the ones that are needed. I don't think there are any others. And items, maybe? Because there's a thing that is just properties. I don't know what that is. Let's try spawning in a sanitar and see what happens. I wish you could copy and paste functions in. Did I spell that right this time? It's doing something. Oh, okay. Nailed it. It killed the player, maybe. Is the player still there? The player's still there. The entity still exists. It's just dead now, in quotation marks. Hang on, if I Wait, can I get this to happen again? How do I look at its... Oh, I've forgotten the command for looking at its health. Where is the thing? Because I'm pretty sure you can't look at the entity's what its stats are. It doesn't let you. Prop. Yeah, okay, so it's prop 9315 health. Right, so it set the property value to 0. I probably didn't get it to return that last time because it didn't do a thing. The question is it's still here. It still exists. Which means that when the player character dies, they don't actually despawn out of the world. Obviously, I think on, death activation, it will just play the cutscene. Because you've got... It will activate the player death animation and then activate the cutscene. But it doesn't actually despawn the player character out of the world. They still exist. I'll make a highlight of this when I finish streaming, so that I have it. Yeah. Because the thing is, when it activates a cutscene, what's the game doing? Is it just overlaying a video over the top of whatever you're doing, and it suppresses everything else? Because obviously once the cutscene ends, then it takes you back to the menu, but up until the point where the cutscene starts playing, when you are dying, you can reload a save, but you can't reload a save while the cutscene is playing. Also, I want to know... I'm pretty... This should work, there's no reason for it not to. I guess because it, No, I think... So I set it to 1, it didn't work, but I think that's because the player entity is now... Yeah. Like, the infection has gone because of that whole weird thing with how that works. Yeah, the disease property is 0, so if I change that 9315, there's no reason this shouldn't work. Yep, there we go. Thwarted again. So you can just do this indefinitely. Hang on, if I set their disease... So it doesn't matter what health the player has, as long as the disease is over whatever the minimum is. Yes, it does. If you get burned, as long as you are still alive, it will decrease your infection. Which is interesting. I'm not sure why they set it that way, because I have done it before in-game, where I've been like, okay, I have a lot of health, but I'm still infected. If I just go up to one of these guys, they will burn me until my infection is below the threshold that they would continue trying to set me on fire. Oh, the one that's not Sanitar? Oh, okay. Do you mean like my player character? I'm slightly confused as to what you mean. Oh, if I stand in the fire particles from T-spawn 13, because it doesn't affect the rate. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have God mode enabled, but I'll kill the Senator. I can't die. Right, so you want to know, I think I get what you want. You want us to know if the flame particle effect decreases the disease even if it doesn't hurt you. Is that what you mean? Whether they're governed by two separate things? Because because we said, so it's like, oh, is the Sanitar, when it's hurting you, is it just punching you from really far away? So, ID. No, that's the wrong thing. ID player. Oh my god. I've just typed the actor list. I can't be bothered. Where's the first player ID? It's in here somewhere. It's 6986. I should remember that by now. Oh my god. 6986. Fuck me. Disease 1. Absolutely terrible. I'm having a bad time. It is not decreasing my infection. So whatever is happening, it is specifically coming from the Sanitar, not from the particle effect. Oh yeah. Especially since, of course, you can angle these. Yeah. Like, I had fun the other day by just where did it not? Molotovs are, yeah, they are. Ooh, do Molotovs decrease infection? That's something I don't actually know. Hang on. It's a bomber, isn't it? X-spawn first bomber. Yeah. Is it bomber? Is it bomber.xml? Is that how they did that? It is bomber.xml. It does not decrease infection. I am in hell. Can you not, please? You could not. Fuck, I forgot to open the console. Can you not? Thank you. I appreciate it. Huh. That's something good to know. If you spawn in a character and kill them, they will not have anything on them. I wonder why that is. There must be something that determines that. Like, maybe it's because they're not supposed to be around on this day. But no, because the XML file, surely you'd think would calculate that they're... Oh, I'm diseased. That is a good question. I will see if I can... I'll see if I can do something with that. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh dear. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. Wrath, it has been fascinating. I'll make highlights of all of this stuff so you don't have to go through the entire VOD again. Just for ease of access. He's having a good time. Okay. Let's just reload the save. Have I already been playing this specific... Oh no, I think it's just time, isn't it? I was gonna say, have I been playing this save for 15 hours? No, it's just the time attached to it. File. Okay. So you can set okay, so it's prop F specifically. I used to turn on light because it's dark as sin in here. Can I give you or you a property? Because I don't think these guys can die. Oh yeah, I was gonna look. What was the... Oh, that's what that is. It's the spine parts. That's what's part of the texture. ID trace 6633. So what prop? Can you die? I would assume not, because I can't hurt you. No, you're not dead. I didn't think you would be, but you know, it was worth a try. Okay, so... That means, though, that I can give you a disease stat. Which means, if I'm just gonna write this thing down. I probably should. X-spawn... Purse underscore sanitar here did I spell it right? I didn't spell it right again. Okay. Can I'm assuming I can't, but you could. Can you give? prop F 5934. I can give them disease. Can you stop wandering around? I need you to stay in certain places so I can do things with you. 9312. I'm sorry, you have to go. Right, so sanitar underscore stat.xml. Is it because I set your health? Is what your ID is, right? ID trace. No, it's 66633. What's 5934? Oh, is it the bin? I it was the bin, wasn't it? Health 1. So you don't care about that entity. What if I change your reputation to 0? No. What can I get to make you attack something? Let's see. What's the property of like a bull or something? The bull. Big gun. The question is it going to be called bull or is it going to be called something else? Boy, okay, it is bull. What's a bull common? Bull. Where's bull? Bullet. Wait, what's the one for the bull then? Where the bull's at? What do you mean unidentified object? Wait, it is. Purse bull. That's interesting. So, bulls actually have like a... Bulls are classed as bipeds even though they don't move. I guess they do move, but not in the same way that, like, people do. I don't know why I went over that, I could have just gone through it. Where am I going? Where's my sanitar? There you are. So x spawn purse underscore bull there. Bull.xml. Bull.xml. We're having a chill time. That's not what I'm facing, game. Actually. 9335. 9335. Health 1. You're healthy now. Disease 1. Okay, so let's kill the sanitar. Actor list 9316. Kill 9316. X spawn purse underscore sanitar here. Sanitar underscore stat dot xml. Okay, so even though you can set an artificial disease stat, they do not care. They only care about it if it's the player. But that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so good morning. We have discovered some things, some interesting things. I hope you like what I've got going on here. Yeah, I'm trying to get this guy to kill this cow. I'm making an attempt to, anyway. Also, you're right, actually. This is a small cow. What the fuck? Because we have made a discovery, and it's an interesting one. Okay, so what if I give it to, like, a random citizen, then? Will they attack random people who have a disease stat of 1? X spawn purse underscore wasted male there. What is your XML file called? That's the geometries file. What is your XML file? Is it wasted mail? It is wasted mail, yes. Of course it's wasted underscore mail. Mail there. Wasted underscore mail dot XML. And now you're gonna walk away like a whore. Do you have to? Do you have to, though? What if I give you the disease? Hang on. What if ID trace 9337 prop F 9337 disease 1. Okay. So then X spawn pers underscore sanitar there. Sanitar underscore stat.xml. Yeah, that's a little bit awkward, isn't it? Could be worse, I guess. So, okay, what? Hang on. What's the prop name? So, what's fine shifted? Okay, not sure what's going on with that. I guess he's out in the world having a good time. Prop 9337. Oh, I need to type in another command line. 37 disease. So this character's disease is currently set at 1. This character is diseased. However, for whatever reason, this Sanitar is not attacking. Your Viz. Your 9335 9335 disease. Your disease value is also 1. Do you have a health? You have a health of 1. Can I kill the cow? What was that? So I killed the cow, but it's still here. So the cows can't die. This is interesting. That's okay, let's just kill 9335. Bye, cow. Cow is gone now. So each entity has... What is prop F? Because prop L sets it specifically for... What is prop F doing? What is the F? Because these two have properties that is disease set to 1, but they're not killing each other, or not attempting to. That one isn't trying to kill this one. So... What's your ID again? You're 9337. Okay, so what if I do it prop L 9337 disease 1? Now that property is set. But this guy is still not attacking. Hello, Zephyrmang. How are you doing today? What if I set your health to 1? Property is set. But what's it doing? Why are you not attacking? You're waking up? Have you had coffee yet? So it will attack a player entity, but it will not attack another character unless it's one of the diseased characters. Or one of the, like, bandit characters. So what is it about those characters specifically that makes them go for you? What properties... I guess, do the bandits and the bombers have a reputation of 0? You still don't care? God damn it. Why won't you kill each other? For fuck's sake. What is it? What is determining whether they attack or not? What is the deal? There has to be something going on here. What if it's a random citizen NPC? I can't set the properties of an NPC like when they spawn in. I have to... But I guess if... Can I get them to not walk around if I spawn them on top of a player entity? Or will they still decide to walk around? Okay. You can go away. T-spawn 10 here. Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so... X-spawn... purse underscore worker here worker.xml. Right, you are trapped. You can't go anywhere. (9363). So prop F 9363 disease 1. Your property has been set, but you don't care. What is your deal? What's the deal with you, 9363 disease 1. The property has been set, but you don't give a shit. do I need to spawn you in after I've set the properties in order to get you to do something? Kill 9342. Okay. X spawn sanitar. No, purse underscore sanitar. Purse underscore sanitar there. Sanitar underscore stat dot xml. What is going on? What is happening right now? What is that? I'm not entirely sure what's happening right now. I'm not sure what I've just discovered, but it sure is something. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, I need you to stop. Can this be? See, okay, so it was attacking, and I'm assuming that it was attacking this person, because this person has a disease stat of 1 right now. But because for whatever reason okay, hang on. What if I kill the player entity that this character is standing on? 9357 kill 9357. Interesting. Okay. This is fascinating. Right. Okay. So, I need you to stop, please. Cease. Kill 9366. Right, stop. Okay, right, so what was happening just then, because we've discovered a couple of things. One, the flame that comes out of the flame that is coming out of the Sanitar's flamethrower is not the thing that is doing damage, I don't think. That is a particle effect, and that is all that is, possibly. So, because like I've discovered that you can spawn in another player entity, right? And you can set the properties for that player entity so that they can be damaged. They can't be killed, or they can be killed in that they have their health property set to 0. But when the property is set to 0, the entity does not despawn. You can set the health property back up to 1. It essentially spawns that entity in God mode. So they can still take damage, but they can't die. However, if you set that entity's property to have disease, so I set like a player entity property to have a disease of 1, and then spawn in a Sanitar, that Sanitar will attack the player entity as long as that player entity has health. I think. But what we think is actually happening in that period of time is that the particle effect is not the thing that is doing the damage. What is happening is the Sanitar essentially is like long range punching the entity. So you know how like you raise your fists, you can punch something, and that has a range to it. I can punch a character to death, and it's doing damage. The hit sound effect that happens is specifically because you are a player character for some reason. Not entirely sure what's up with that, but you know, we'll take it. So I was wondering, and like Wrath was wondering, okay, can we get a Sanitar to try and kill another player entity, or not a player, another, like an NPC or something that has an artificially set disease property? And the answer is yes, but I'm not sure exactly what the fuck is going on with that. It was having problems, but I'm not sure what was causing that to happen. The problem is, I need an entity to be spawned in that will stay still long enough for me to set, like, the parameters of that entity to then spawn in a Sanitar that can go after that entity. Because something to point out as well, these two, right here, they can't die. I can despawn them, but they can't die. I can set their properties. So this this bird mask, as it's titled in its entry, currently has... Right, what are you? You're 6633. So prop 6633. This bird mask that is in front of me currently has a disease stat of 1. That means that when the Sanitar spawns in, the Sanitar should attack this bird mask. And yet it didn't. Do you still have health? And it still has health. So it didn't get attacked for whatever reason. I think the Sanitar was specifically going for the NPC that I spawned in, and not the player entity that I spawned it in on top of to keep it still. But then something happened and it was having a moment. But the fact that the Sanitar still visually followed that worker NPC tells me that the Sanitar as an entity still knew that that worker had disease and wanted to go for it, but for whatever reason it couldn't do that. I think because it hadn't entered into like a state of attacking. Which, like, I don't know what this means in the grand scheme of things, but it's fascinating to know. Let's give you a health of 1. Let's give you a disease that is set specifically with the prop L thing, and let's spawn in another Sanitar. X-spawn pers_Sanitar. Did I spell it right? Right. Because right now, this Sanitar does not give a shit about that bird mask. But why? What is it about the bird mask that the Sanitar doesn't care about? Because there has to be something. There has to be something going on with that that means that despite the fact that that entity has a disease as, like, full disease as a stat, it's not getting attacked. I need an NPC to spawn in that stays still long enough for me to do something with them. I don't think you can get out of this area. He's on his break, yeah. Right, I'm gonna set a custom spawn point that is here, and I'll just call it over. So, I'm going to spawn in a worker here. First of all, I'm going to kill this Sanitar. Six three nine six. Kill 9369. 9369. God damn it. 9369. He's on his break. He's having a good time. Now we'll make a worker X spawn. Right, stay still. I'm going to talk to you so you can't go anywhere. I need this guy's ID. 9380. So first we're going to do prop F 9380 disease 1, and we'll see if that does anything. Because now right, so interesting. You can make the Sanitars attack other NPCs. I still don't know what happened with that other one. That was really weird. But you can only do that, I think, if you spawn in a Sanitar after you've set the properties for that entity. The question is, if you set the other property, so if I spawn in you again. So you're 9386, so prop L 9386 disease 1. Wait, I need to get rid of that. Fuck. Kill 9381. Let's make sure that okay, did actually get rid of him, that's fine. So this guy has a property set for disease, but it's the property that would normally be applied to the player. What happened there? What was that? What the fuck was that? What is the difference between how those properties are set that happened? What the hell was that? I need to go find that. Wait, I need that worker to come back. Come back. Where'd you go? I need to look at your properties. Is he still here? I want to say he's still here. Hang on, let's here's a question. Does the Sanitar have to be spawned in after? You come here. 9397. So you currently have this character does not have a property disease until I set a property disease. So it's prop L 9397 disease 1. So that property is now set. So it's prop 9397. So is the Sanitar still going to attack this guy is the question. Yes. But why did he stop? He got rid of the disease? That fast? Wait, so what's his health then? I'm sorry. Hang on, I need to check something. Prop L 6986 health 1. My health should now be max. My health is max. So oh, you're fine. Chill out. Okay. So when it comes to the player character, having your health reduced, when it comes to the player character, if you have full health and full infection, your health and infection will be depleted at about the same rate-ish. But if you're an NPC, do they have more protection from fire? What is the difference between the prop L command and the prop F command? What is it? What are they doing? They're doing something different, because otherwise there wouldn't be such a difference. And why does it not apply to me? Okay, so... What is your... Property doesn't exist. Property doesn't exist. But does the property exist for the NPC normally? Yeah, I need to find a random worker, dude. Excuse me. What if I change... I'm gonna stop you right there. Stop right there, criminal scum. Anosha. So you're 9391. So... Oh my god. Brain. Disease 1. Really? Dude, can you walk the other way? No, walk the other way. Go. Stop. Turn around. I'm not letting you leave. I set some properties for you. I need you to go the other way. Cooperate with me. Okay, fine. Fine. I'm sure I can find another one. So 9386. You're a different one. Would help if I spelled things correctly. So these guys do not have an armor against fire. Okay. Hey kid, stay still. I need to look at your ID. 9394. I need them to like go near the sanitar. You can't just cooperate with me, can you? I have an idea. These two can be killed. What's your ID trace? 9300. What's your ID trace? 9299. So prop L 9299. Disease 1. And now I'm gonna spawn in X spawn Sanitar watch Sanitar underscore stat.xml. I can't spell, my god. X spawn. Why was there an error creating the actor? It's because I didn't do it correctly. Oh, thank you for the raid, Mavis. I'm actually going to use the shout out command this time. Howdy. Is this how this works? I've not used this. There we go. It is. We've actually made a couple of different discoveries, which is interesting. Tar watch sanitar underscore stat.xml. So if the two things are different, I would expect the worm to die faster than that guy. Or you're just not going to do anything, I guess. You're not going to do anything? Why are you not doing anything? Things like, how... Is it because you're a bit too far away from that one or something? So, figuring out how these guys actually do damage, because you can spawn in their flamethrower particle effect as a separate entity from the Sanitar. That's what they are. But the particle effect is not what does the damage. It's the Sanitar themselves that are doing the damage, but we're not entirely sure how that works. And I'm trying to see if by artificially setting properties of NPCs or objects, if I can get the Sanitar to attack them. Let's see, what did because why are you not attacking these two? Why do you not care? You know what, let's reload the save that I had. Because the question really is, okay, are there certain entities in the game that have, like, special things about them? And how does certain, like, property setting commands work? So, okay. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh. I have made a mistake. 9314. Kill 9314. Jesus. Okay. So you're still 9300. Okay, so prop F. You know what? Let's look first. Prop 9300 health. You have a health value of 1, but you shouldn't have a disease value, because that shouldn't be a property that should be set. No, it's not. So that property is now set, and you don't give a shit. So what is it that actually causes you to attack? You still don't care. Why do you still not care? Why do you not give a shit? You still don't care. Why will you not attack these two? What is the deal? What is it about these two specifically that prevents the Sanitar from attacking them? Is it because... There has to be a reason for this. They're not doing anything. Like, why are you not doing anything? Do something. What if... Hang on. What if I get you... Okay, so... You still don't care. Can I make you care? Hey. Also, damn, you're tall. You are... Why are you so huge? Yeah. Beat me up, whatever. No. That's 9315. You still don't care. You don't care that I'm getting murdered. Care about me. So there's something about these two specifically, I guess, that means that the Sanitars don't go for them. I mean, I could make myself have the plague. Yeah, we get it. What's it gonna get you to attack these two? Something has to give. Because that's the prop F stat. No, 9320. What is about... Why do you two specifically not get affected by this? Oh my god, I'm getting tired of your bullshit. Just stop, okay? Chill out. So you have health. You should be diseased. You shouldn't have any immunity as a stat. No, you don't. Is it because they're quest NPCs and there's something there is something in like the file specifically for quest NPCs that means that they can't like be attacked? Oh, I have an interesting question. I want to know something. Well, actually, there's a number of things I want to know. Okay, so I'm gonna create a point here, and this point is gonna be over. And now I'm gonna save that point. I'll just quick save that. Okay, so you're 9314. Stop moving. You have disease now. I'm sorry. Can I help you? Why are you running that way? Well, you have to go in front of the sanitar in order to, like, do anything, so... Are you running away from me? Go, child. Run from me. Try and escape. I feel like I'm herding a sheep. Child. Can you just go where I want you to, please? I just want you to go near the sanitar. I want to see if he sets you on fire. You can't die. Why are you like this? You're not helping. Okay. So you won't go for the child. I see how it is. But why won't you go for the child? Why? Like... There must be a reason why this is happening. The child can't die. So now both types of property for this child is set to fully diseased. $9,320. Gonna do anything? You are not. You're still not going to do anything. What is it? Is it this area that's causing that to happen?
Is he still just hanging about?
Huh?
Is he still just hanging about?
Yeah, So you can get a Sanitar to attack like one of the characters that is wandering around if when you spawn that character in you set that character's disease property to be 1. And you can set it for both, like, there are 2 different governing stats. There's property that is normally applied to the player, and then there's the property that you can apply to NPCs. And for some reason, the property that is specifically applied to the player, if you apply that property to the NPCs, the disease property that is, the Sanitars will go for them. But unlike if you set it with the other command that sets property, they will not be killed. They'll have their health reduced, but the flame attack will just get rid of all of the infection that they have.
So does this maybe mean there's 2 types of attacks?
I don't know.
Because I remember in
H1's video talking about how if you get attacked but it doesn't kill you, it gets rid of the infection.
The thing is, though, because that is definitely the case, but the thing is with that as well is I'm also trying to work out how the Sanitar is actually attacking, because as I said before, like, I found the command to spawn in the particle effect with the flamethrower. The flamethrower particle effect doesn't do anything.
Okay.
It does not damage you. It is all of that, like, damage is coming from the Sanitar, but how does that work?
It probably just extends out a hitbox in front of itself.
See, this is what we're thinking. It's like, because the Sanitar has a range of about 600, like, in-game units, whatever, like, it classes as the units. So we think what is happening is basically the Sanitar is sending out what could be considered, like, an aura or a punch attack for that distance, and that is what is causing damage to you, and it's just the particle effect is just getting activated. because I did something earlier that made it so that the particle effect turned on, but it didn't turn off. So the Sanitar was just standing with flame constantly coming out of the flamethrower, but the flamethrower was not doing any damage. Which I think also means that the Sanitars have an attack state. So I've just been trying to get a Sanitar just to like go for anything. It will not go for a child. Don't know why. It also won't go for these two guys here, despite setting their properties. Because these two already have health properties. You can attack them. But if you set them to also be diseased, the Sanitar does not go for them. So what is it about the disease and reputation stats that is actually causing the Sanitar to go into a different attack state?
Is it possible that maybe there's the characters, I don't know how it works, but the characters might not be in an active state at the moment, so while they might have health and disease, they might not be activated to, like, be seen by the Sanitar.
Maybe? Because I tried making it so that, like, because obviously, like, the deal obviously with them is, you know, Eva wants you to get rid of them. And I was like, okay, what if I made them in an attack state, like a hostile state, but no, the Sanitar still doesn't fucking do anything.
Okay.
Because the children can't. These children, the only child character that can die is like boy. These ones can't die. Because like it sort of it has like weird things as well, because that means that there is something that prevents these guys from doing something. I don't know what it is. The problem is, because of obviously like how NPCs are, it's hard to get like a naturally spawned in NPC to walk in front of the Sanitar after I've had their stats changed. So I'm like, oh my god, dude, just walk in front of the fucking thing. Also, we found out as well that the player entity that you can spawn in manually, that will be a separate player entity from the player, from like your character. If you set that character to have health and disease stats, the Sanitar will try and kill them. But they don't die. They have their health property set to 0, which would technically mean that they died, but they still exist. They didn't despawn out of the world. Which means that when the player dies, they do not despawn. I think it's partially because of the fact that what happens is when you die, when the health property gets to 0, it will then play the death animation, and once that death animation has finished, it then goes into the cutscene, and that's technically when like you've despawned, because the game it's a cutscene. It's just playing a video. Because up until the point where the cutscene starts, you can still pause the game and you can still reload your save. Like a quick save. You can still reload a quick save. But yeah, there must be something about the way certain entities work that changes how they function, because I've set it so that I've set it so that the bird mask that's here, the tutorial bird mask, you can't kill them. But that just because an entity can't die doesn't mean that it can't have health. That bird mask currently is fully diseased. but the Sanitar doesn't care. I'm gonna make a point here that is just street. We'll spawn a Sanitar here. I did it again where I didn't move before I spawned that in. Like a fool. There we go. Because what I'm kind of trying to do right now is like the only entities I've spawned in that the Sanitar that I've spawned in has killed have been ones that I have manually spawned in. But okay, but like, what if I change one of like the... What if I change the stats of one of the NPCs that's walking around the place? So if I change the stats of one of the ones that is walking around to have disease, they will still be attacked. Make the incinerators kiss. You want to see something that I find really funny? Hang on. T-spawn 13. Yeah. This is really amusing to me.
Get ointment for that. That's what it feels like when you cut chilies and then go to the toilet.
That's just like that now. I'm just chilling. What's the ID of this kid? Hey kid, show me your ID. For fuck's sake. I killed the child. Okay, so that child was infected. Oh, Jesus.
And that child is now a corpse.
It sure is. So okay, now I want to know, actually.
Is it only those guys that can have the flamethrower effect, or can other people spawn it?
That's a good question. The problem is, I don't know what it is about these Sanitars that has because the particle effect spawns in with them. It just spawns in off. Because obviously this particle effect that's here, it's constantly on because it's not attached to anything. But I don't know how to turn it off.
Okay.
It's just going. But there's something in the Sanitar's like coding that means that they can, like, when their attack state is activated, it will turn on, and then once the attack state is gone, it will turn off, except for the one time when it didn't. But I honestly don't know what the fuck happened there. I will make a highlight of it when it does happen. So yeah, you need to be 18 plus to get into the spicy pathologic after party, or you literally die. Because you can spawn in stuff like bulls as well, but the bulls can't die. Because I was trying to get it so that, like, I could, like, have a bull spawn in. There. Bull.xml. And give the bull disease so that the... fuck's sake. So that the bull, then will have, like, its health reduced. 9342. Because at the moment, I don't think the bulls have like a health stat. Yeah, they don't have a health stat. Cock and burn technique. Fuck's sake. Oh, I need to change the prop. If I change it to prop F 9342 disease 1. This bull is now diseased, but the sanitars don't care about it. What are you looking at? What is this sanitar looking at? It's looking at something. Unless, is that the way I had him spawn in? Probably.
When will my particle effect burn from the wall?
Well, yeah.
What was that you just said?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
9342 disease 1. So this bull is now diseased in both ways, and the sanitars don't give a shit. But the question is, why? Why don't they care? Like, what is it about the bull entity specifically? Because the bull is classed as a biped, and the biped is the class that's given to all of the NPCs that are walking about the place all the time. So, what is it about the bull that doesn't activate the sanitar's attack? But for the other characters, it does. Here's a question. I just had a thought. I'm gonna reload the save. So when a sanitar spawns in, they spawn in with the particle effect. That means that I could kill the particle effect and despawn it. So if I despawn the particle effect, when they attack stuff, will they kill it? You would think yes, because you would think that the particle effect is not the thing that is doing the damage. Misspelling that. Sanitar Street. Sanitar underscore stat.xml. So now this dude's just chilling here, but if I go into the actor list, a flame has spawned in, and that's 9313. So now the flame, I have despawned the flame effect. So the easiest thing to do would just be exspawn pers underscore bomber. Do it. She's just watching him, observing. It's like he knows. It's aware. Hang on. Come over here. Come closer. You can't throw that far. And now you're okay. Sure, we'll go with that, I guess. Well, that's just kind of rude. I guess spawning in a bandit would actually be better. Let's see, what's the are they called bandits or are they called something else? Bomber. Butcher. I do not know what some of these even are. What's the texture called? Oh, I know. You, come here. No, don't turn away from me. Fuck. No, come here. Or I can just come closer. No, don't turn around. God damn it. I don't remember what the file is for the bandit guys. Can GIMP open, please? You, stand still. Come here. Alright, you're 9321. Why do you not care? What changed?
Congratulations. You're given the NPC depression.
I do wonder if there might be a slight problem actually with when these guys are spawned into the world for too long, they break for some reason. You're 9321. Right, let's find the bandit. I'm just gonna be staring at this guy for a while. Ah, that's what they're called. Okay. S underscore Grabatel. Okay. Where's the XML file? What's their XML file? Is it just grabatel.xml? So there's Grabatel, Grabatel Common, and Grabatel Knife. There must be a difference between those three. Oh, there's also Girl Common and Girl D. What the fuck does those... I don't know what any of these mean.
Girl D.
So I guess I'll just load in, like, Grabatel. Could not do that, actually. Why don't you care? Care about me. It's very rude. Makes me sad. Oh, you're still here. Oh, it'll be because you're a guy that I spawned in. Not actually doing damage. Because you have nothing loaded in for you. Also, this is a nice, like, I want this, like, jacket. I mean, I technically have a jacket like this, just not as boring. Right, you're 9320. What about you? What are you? 9321. Or you're not? Oh, you're 9312. Well, I just killed something random, I guess. There we go. So... Oh, could you go and do the washing with the toilet on? Right, you're there now. So we're gonna get rid of your fire. Right, you have no fire. So you cannot go into an attack state if you don't have the particle effect. But are you actually doing anything? The answer is no. So the damage is actually attached to the particle effect itself. So the code to recognize, like, something as, like, hostile or, you know, to kill something is within the Sanitar themselves, but then if they don't have the particle effect attached to their model, they can't do anything about it. The thing is, I can't... Okay, there we go. So calling function get length of null object. So the function is within their bin file, but if the particle effect doesn't exist, then there's just they just can't do anything. They have problems. It's very rude to have, you know. That's kind of freaky. I'm not a fan of that, I'll be honest. I think they should not be like that. Disturbing. So, okay. If I spawn in one of you, and then I get rid of your flame. So the damage itself must be actually attached to the fire, but the assignment of a damage parameter must come from the Sanitar's file. Because if I can spawn in the particle effect as it is, and it doesn't do anything, then the damage parameter is not stored in that object. I don't think. Maybe. Because, like... there has to be, then, a way of changing how much damage you do to something. So many things that need to be figured out, but not knowing how to do it. It's very annoying. In it now. It's been in there for a while, so. If you want me to go do it, I will just go do it.
Do it.
You alright? That's a question. Could I spawn in objects that don't normally spawn outside? What is Lofty City? What does that mean? I don't know what some of these are. What's alter_fire.mesh? What are some of these files? what about the rest of these? They are mesh files, so theoretically I should be able to spawn them in. No, it doesn't like them. There must be like certain stuff in place that allows that command to work. Then you can only spawn in characters. You can't spawn any of them in that have like specific things attached to them. Oh, I've been going for like 3 hours. What time is it? 6 o'clock? Okay. Well, I have some stuff I want to do, so I might just end stream. Found out some stuff, plus I have to highlight this video, so we found out some things, did some stuff, interesting stuff. Where's Twitch? Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, I think. Hatchka, do you have anyone to go to raid? Also, do you like my new screens that I made? I think they're very nice. I'm very proud of them. I worked hard on them. Wait, Vault. For some reason I closed Twitch. It'd be nice if I didn't get an ad for like absolutely everything, but yeah, we can go raid White Bolt. yeah, thank you to everyone who stopped by. I appreciate it. I might do more tomorrow that is specifically this. I need to play more Pathologic too. But I have shit I need to do. But yeah, go say hi to White Vault. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye.